They know the flow's ill.
The world's most amazing, blazing. Back together with that classic era Onyx. Back forever bustin'. Got what?
You can't compare. Last time I was in Poland, it was just a whole different. It was a different type of show. The energy was different, and it was very cold outside. You know what I'm saying? It was just real. So my memory was cold. Was just cold. When you think about Poland, you just think of cold, struggle, but the crowd was crazy. The crowd was crazier. There's a whole new era of hip hop. It's a new age. There's different things going on. People dress different. People talking different. Everything is different. So it was just, see that Poland is growing musically, is growing with the hip hop culture just like the rest of the world. So what's the difference between the show 10 years ago and the show we had yesterday? The difference is 10 years. It's 10 years. It's different. Everything is different. We have a black president now in America. Everything is different. So that's the difference. I mean, I'm not surprised they know the lyrics. The song's been out for a long time, you know what I mean? We've been out since 1993. So when I see people knowing the lyrics, that means they just have the album. We sold 2 million records, so I guess those are some of the millions of people that bought the record. But it feels good that they understand energy from the lyrics. That's the most important part, that they understand it and know that it's just good hip-hop, man, you know what I'm saying? Black hoodie rap. Now we was just laying low. We ain't really get to see posing, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's a beautiful country, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know posing was in Poland. I thought it was in Germany. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? My man gave me the research, and I had to really understand where I am. So I go on Google, and I try to find the history of the country. So yeah, posing is good, man. Good energy. I mean, yo, every album is a part of your life. So every album, it takes time to make. So every album, it might take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So I don't look at it like which is my favorite album, because every album is a part of my life. When we did, Back the Fuck Up, the first album, that was the first initial album. We were young kids, we didn't have pressure to sell records. We didn't have any expectations. We was doing it for the love of hip hop. We wasn't doing it for the money, because we was getting money anyway. So we was doing it for the love, and we wasn't in the game yet. That's why the first album was called Back the Fuck Up, because this is the introduction to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So that was a part of my life that was just you can't replace. And then the next album is another part of your life you can't replace, because it's just a period of time. So every album is a period of time in your life. So all the albums are more important to me because it all coincides with my life. Sometimes people die in that time of you making your album. Sometimes you might be, you might have a child born, or you might, get married. Different things happen in your life at that certain time, and it coincides with your music, because that's what's happening in your personal life. So every album is looked at as just being that album. But I will say my favorite song is Last Days, probably. You know what I'm saying? That's probably my favorite Onyx song. There's certain things, there's certain albums that's better. We have more time to make them, and certain albums that I think live up to a classic standard. But I think everything is no mistakes in life. You live, you learn. If you make, you can't, put it like this. LeBron James is one of the best basketball players in the world. LeBron James is not going to win every game. He's going to miss some shots at the end. Some shots, sometimes he's going to make the shot and he's going to win, and it's going to be everybody cheering. Or sometimes he's going to shoot the ball and he's going to miss, and everybody's going to down him and say he ain't shit. So you got to take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? Just like the top rappers, the top basketball players, anybody in the game, you got to take the good with the bad. Not every boxer has a perfect record. You know, Muhammad Ali got knocked out. He lost, but he won a title again, though. It's not about how many times you lose, it's how you win again. So every album, even if we put out some music we didn't particularly like, there's music that makes up for that. You know what I'm saying? So we just artists, man. We paint pictures. Every painting ain't gonna be the best painting. You know what I'm saying? So. When I met Jay in 1991, you know what I'm saying? But I think when Jay first heard the music, I don't think he was impressed that much. I think he knew we had something, but I think he had to tell us to go back into the studio and make some new records. He gave us you know what I'm saying, that confidence to say, yo, wait, Jay is interested. You know what I'm saying? Let's you know, go back in the studio and record some more music. So he was influential in that way. You know, he put the reality of becoming a rapper. Because once you meet somebody like Jam Master Jay, you now have the reality that you could actually be in the game of hip hop now. Because now you got somebody bringing you in the game. So once we got that to the point where we found somebody that's gonna bring us in the game, I think it made us work harder and be more creative, take more drugs. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, maybe not. Regardless of what it was, you know, we had a history. We did what we did, and that's, like I'm saying, that's part of life. You grow. You know what I'm saying? You move on to the next level. Will we ever do anything? Will we, you know, be friends again? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's not. I don't know the future. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really even worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Great artists. I think we all got, you know, we all had our time to shine. Everybody has their day. And, you know, right now, he ain't shining no more. You know what I'm saying? As far as rappers, you know, the music is concerned. But will we ever work again? I don't know. It would be dope just for Queens. I'm a Queens nigga. And, you know, I work with niggas from Queens. You know, I worked with Mobb Deep before, you know what I'm saying? Cold Cheeks, you know, Jam Master Jay. You know, it's a Queens thing, man. So, you know, I think Queens niggas just got that different type of, different style, different type of persona, and different type of movements and how we hustle in the game of music. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know, like, I don't, like, you know, that's like, I'm not even worried about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about power of $1. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what I do. Nah, man, everything, doing movies is just something we got into, you know. It's just, we never went to acting school or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? It just, everything happens for a reason, you know what I mean? Music is not a hobby for me. This is my, how come, if music was a hobby for me, I wouldn't be here right now. I got paid to come here. We get paid to perform, you know what I'm saying? When we have a show and 2,000 people come to the show and they pay $20 a head, that means somebody made some money. You know what I'm saying? So you could do the math. So hip hop is not a hobby. It's something that I live. It's a culture. It's just a way of life for me. This is not a hobby. A hobby is maybe playing your video games or you want to have a little race cars. That's a hobby. This is, hip hop is real for me. I got people that died over this shit. People that got shot over this shit. People who have fights over this shit. It's not a hobby. You don't get shot over a hobby. You don't get beat up over a hobby. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a hobby. But the movies, it's just another hustle. It's just another hustle, another way to express your abilities to shine. So whether it's movies, writing a book, you know, writing a rap, You know, everything is about taking care of your family, taking care of yourself, so you can have nice things in life. You know what I'm saying? Because we all kings and we all deserve to be living like kings. So that's what life is about. Music is just the backdrop. Before that, I'm a person, a human being, just like everybody else. And so people see like artists and all, like, artists die. We live, we breathe, we get depressed, we happy, we sad, we go through the same shit everybody else goes through. We just put it in music, and it comes out in your music. Like with Kanye West, his mother died. He comes out with a whole singing album, you know what I'm saying? Because he probably was feeling that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's one of the greatest artists because he was able to put that pain and put that, what he was going through in his music. And that's how we project ourselves as well in the music. Like the first album was Back the Fuck Up, and the shit we were saying is because that's the way we felt. We were adolescents growing out of our parents' house into the real world. So we had a lot of, you know, a lot of stress, a lot of struggle, a lot of shit to prove just coming up. It's 16, 17, 18 years. That's the hardest part of your life. But then All We Got Is Us was a whole different zone because we already got past that. So everything is an elevation in music, and art is all the same shit. And your emotions makes your music.
So
It's done. The Black Rock album is done, man. The Black Rock album is done. We you know, like I said, we do want to work with Chili Peppers. I think them dudes is dope. There's a lot of new dudes coming up. There's a guy named Who is James Kennedy. He's a new rock and roll dude from New York coming up. We're gonna do some shit with him. And I wanna work with Slash, you know what I'm saying? I wanna work with Kid Rock. I wanna work with you know, I just wanna work with the best. The Black Crows, all that type of shit. I like that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But the album is done, it's called Black Rock, and it's coming out soon. Yeah, the Cuzzo album, yeah, it's coming soon. It's me and Sticky. That's it.
So
I met Ill Bill. I don't know how I met Ill Bill. I just know Ill Bill. I knew Ill Bill for over 20 years. You know, back in the days, growing up in New York, when we first was on the scene, he was one of the people that was on the scene, you know what I'm saying, back in the days. Always stayed in the game, underground, dope rapper. He jumped on the Mad Energy track with us. Shit is crazy. His verse was just crazy. Like, the nigga knows how to spit, you know what I'm saying? So I knew Ill Bill way back, maybe like 90, 93, 94, 95, in that area, like that.
do you like
Yeah, I like that shit. Yeah, I like that crew. I like Ill Bill. They speaking from their angle of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And it's disturbing to some people. To some people need to get disturbed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you in class and when you in school, there's all types of kids in the classroom. You got the funny kids, you got the smart kids, you got the bad motherfuckers. You got the sports motherfuckers who know how to play. You got the nerds. You got everybody in one classroom. That's the way the hip-hop game is. It's like everybody got their own personality in the classroom. So when you ask me about Ill Bill and Necro and them dudes, those is them niggas over there in the classroom that was, you know, setting fire to niggas. That was them niggas growing up. I was in the classroom in the front, you know what I'm saying, counting my money and, you know, trying to, you know, that was me, you know, bugging the fuck out, being a class clown, wilding the fuck out, just, you know, just being bad. That was me. So everybody got their own way of how they are in life. So do I like them niggas? I like them niggas when the time is right. I also like listening to Marvin Gaye when the time is right. I like listening to fucking Usher when the time is right. You know what I'm saying? I like listening to James Blake when the time is right. Or my music, like I like all types of music. This is not one particular, you know, sound of music. So I like a lot of artists from different genres. Country music, I'm not really into that shit. You know what I'm saying?
those?
I can't really name my top 5 that are alive. You know what I'm saying?
Your musical influences.
Well, you know, I'm influenced from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in the 80s, so my musical influence, it grows. You know, my musical influence grows because now I even have musical influence of guys younger than me. So, you know, when he first came out, the Big Daddy Kanes, Slick Ricks, EPMD, Rakim, LL, Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, all these dudes was dope to me. De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, you know, with so many groups I can name. Then after we came out, you know, you got Naughty by Nature, Das Effects, you know, all these dudes, and you know, the Wu-Tang Clan. You got mad niggas, Gangstar, Guru, and all them niggas, Primo on the beats. It's mad niggas, mad different sounds of music that I like. You know what I'm saying? And some niggas from down south I like that's coming out with new music. You know what I'm saying? It's young battle rappers I like that's doing music. So, you know, with hip hop, man, I just like everything, but I hate everything too. Like I like everything, but I don't like everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I can hear one song from a nigga, and then the next song I hear, I don't like it. So I kind of like more like, you know, different records. Like I could say that record is dope, that record is dope, rather than saying that artist is dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think, you know what I'm saying, there's niggas that I think I could like make music with. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the kid Lupe Fiasco. I think he's dope. You know what I mean? As far as like newcomers coming up, new kids coming up. You know what I'm saying? But like old school niggas like my age from the golden era niggas I like to work with. Where people be like B-Real from Cypress Hills, and you know I like to work with them type of niggas, and you know work with niggas that want to work with me. They say, yo, what kind of people you want to work with? I want to work with the people that want to work with me, because it got to be a mutual respect, and then we can go further. You know what I'm saying? Me and Lazy Bone talking about doing something together from Bone Thugs. You know what I'm saying? We just did a song together, so now we thinking about doing an EP together or album or something. But you know, he touring, I'm touring, so we trying to bring that shit together. It's difficult because everybody moving around, you know, trying to you know, provide for their families and provide for their grandkids. So you know, this is grind time. But you know, me and Lazy probably get the record done.
That would be dope.
Yeah. We never, yo, that's crazy that we never worked with Tupac, man. But you got the dude died when he was only 25 years old. So that was 15 years ago. I don't know the first time I met him, but I think the first time I really got the vibe with him was that night at the Sunset Park premiere. Yeah, Suge was there, and you know we was chilling. There was a lot of money in the building. You know what I'm saying? The boy was chilling, dropped Bentleys and all that. You know, I just think that it's a shame that we never really got to work with him, because I know he gave us respect and we respected him. He came to the House of Blues one time, and him and Keith Murray got into it. I was there that day, and you know, that was crazy too. He was there, front row. We did Walk in New York, and at that time it was the beef was going on with the East Coast, West Coast. We had a song called Walk in New York, and we did the song, and he actually came to the front of the audience and was like, y'all riders, I love this, man. Y'all doing y'all music, y'all don't care, y'all don't give a fuck. Woo. He was just being Tupac, and it felt good that he respected us in LA, and we doing Walk in New York when all this beef. That goes to show you that the East Coast West Coast beef was overrated. It wasn't really no East Coast West Coast beef. It was just what the people were saying. Because if there was an East Coast West Coast beef and we did Walk in New York, we would have got shot at or something. And it was still love in the House of Blues, Sunset Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? So.
Solo album.
Never.
Productions from this feature.
That would be crazy, but I think Death Row got a lot of red tape. You know, it's a lot of litigations, and that conglomerate is not what it used to be. So you know, right now I'm just working with Mad Money. That's the label we on. Just working with the 100 Mad artists, bringing up, you know, the Snack the Rippers, you know, my man Mr. DL, you know, Lost, Nietzsche, King, and all these dudes. We got ATV, Make 'em Pay, Free Make 'em Pay, my man Ox, you know, Stick Brother coming up, Zoo, my little brother, you know, Smooth and Bamboo Gutter, the whole Gremlin gang, they coming up out of Queens. So we just got a lot of different things and different people coming out, and you know, Bishop Briganti, and it's a lot of dudes in the camp that we rolling with, man, and we got some talented dudes, man. So we just trying to do the 100 Mad shit. That's the next movement in hip hop, to preserve real hip hop music. Yeah, we're gonna be doing 100 Mad compilation albums. Volume one will be out this year, and basically, you know, we're gonna have Onyx and all the groups and all the solo artists we have on one record, and put out compilations and let these guys go on tour and let these guys really, you know, be rappers. You know, that's what we want to do, bring people in the game and let them do what they gotta do. Because everybody on 100 Mad got their own movement, they got their own fans, they got their own fan base, their own operation, their own social networking. So it's just about building a brand, making an umbrella bigger.
Message.
Nah, I met Slums Attack through J. Rule. You know what I'm saying? J. Rule the Damager. Shout to J. Rule. We did a song. We did a show with J. Rule, Chile, with my man Mexicano. You know what I'm saying? We was out there chilling, and we exchanged numbers. I had lost contact with J. Rule for a minute, but J. Rule popped up on my show in London a couple of years and killed it, murdered it. Brought him on stage. He murdered this shit. And I ain't see him since, because, you know, like I said, everybody moving around doing what they doing. But he hooked us up with Slums Attack. Pay called me. You know what I'm saying? We chopped it up. His English wasn't that good, but he was good enough. So we made it happen, and we here in Poznan. We never even heard of this place. This place is dope. So that's, you know, that's how a lot of hip-hop artists, that's what needs to happen, and that's what keeps the movement of the culture growing. You know, if J. Rule got somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's official, you know what I'm saying, pass the number to Onyx. If we got somebody that's official, pass the number to J. Rule. Let everybody get what we bring into the table. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing right now. That's why we started our own booking agency, because we've been coming overseas for the last 2 years. We figured, yo, we might as well start our own booking agency and bring as much American artists as we can to Russia's, Poland, Germany's, Bulgaria, Croatia's, because we already been there. So we want to start bringing other artists, new, old, whatever. We just want to, you know, be in the game, and this is what it is. Touching the people, live shows, that's the best part of hip-hop. You know, actually jumping in the crowd, actually touching the people and actually seeing the faces and the people in the audience. That's the best part of hip-hop. Yeah, we definitely gonna do another show, definitely. Because we're doing a song right now, we're doing a record. I don't know the name of the record yet, but it's crazy. Sticky's doing his verse right now, and I'm sure we're gonna come back to do this shit live for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So we'll be waiting for you.
All right, let's do it.